I love your weird German scientist voice. That should be my next. Not next because she's not going to die, but in the queue character.
So I'm going to do a little intro, and then afterwards you guys can just tell me a couple things you'd want to do just on like either together or on your own during the time of this voyage, because it takes several weeks, and then I'm going to have you guys roll for some random events that are going to happen.
Okay.
Cool.
You guys are all together when you board the ship, except you see that Juju was already waiting on board with you guys. He had gotten lost when you guys ran out after the werewolf attack, and just was like, well, this is the safe place. We'll meet back up here. So he was just there waiting, hanging out. As everyone else boards the boat, you see quite a few unfamiliar faces, and you hear Melodious's first mate take him to the side and just say, Captain, I took the liberty of hiring some new crew because we were a bit short-staffed after the old vampire incident.
You don't say!
Meliodas says something like, good job! We should be away from this city. And you guys take off. There's no problems. Meliodas stuffs a bottle with what looks like the perfect... I don't know if you guys saw him do it or not, but you guys see him stuff a bottle with a ship in it that looks like a perfect replication of a motherfucker. What was it? Lake Romancer frigate. Am I using the right word, Josh? I'm just thinking like a pretty big boat that soldiers would have been on.
Yeah. Frigates are, that would definitely work for it.
Oh, that's pretty.
You are leaving the port of Ajaib. Do you guys want to see the map, just so I can give you
It is seriously my brain, but yes, that's good.
Your Indiana Jones?
Right.
We're going here, and then we're here. We're going across the crowded sea. Oh, I like your little mark.
I unfortunately can't do it at angles.
No, that works. It's like the 80s.
That would be the best route according to your ship's navigator.
Right through that peninsula.
Poop. I didn't see that. But yes.
Nice.
It's an imperfect system. But yes, you're going to go the long way around that peninsula, not through it.
You don't want to do Panama Canal on that thing?
If that's what you guys want, then there's a Panama Canal there. I have no preference. It's just
Could be profitable.
It's just a shitty drawing.
Okay. Moving on.
That should be our catchphrase. Moving on. So I don't know if so at this point, the crew is getting to know each other. A lot of the people that they've hired from Ajaib all seem to have already worked with each other before, so it's them getting to know the old crew. Quarter has gone into the captain's cabin with the first mate once you guys are clear of the city and in deeper waters. The navigator is taking the helm, and Juju and Kiva go to bed. You guys, it doesn't have to be tonight. It could be the next day, whatever it is. This trip takes a couple weeks, so just, what is it I'm trying not to railroad you. What would you guys presumably do on a voyage? Check the bottom for stinky dirt.
Yeah, I mean, step one, look for vampires. We've been down this road before.
Yes. Sweep the ship, and really, Twig's main prerogative, she doesn't want to steal from her own people, but especially because now there's not passengers or anything, so she doesn't really have anything to investigate, but I feel like just her instincts of growing up on the streets and always looking for valuables and stuff, it's more just for fun to go sleuthing around, not to actually take stuff. Like, if she goes to the kitchen, she might not be able to help, grabbing a muffin and a couple apples and, stuffing them in her outfit.
You'd be lucky.
Maybe a wheel of cheese. Huh?
I said you'd be lucky to find a muffin.
Find wheel of cheese.
All right. If you're just looking for little things to add to your collection, roll your investigation.
Yeah, because it's nighttime, right? I'm just waiting for people to go to bed or to quiet down, get a little darker, maybe just go peruse around. I got a 9.
You find a plate of food surrounded by the crew because it's dinner time.
I thought it was nighttime. Fuck. All right.
Well, everyone eats at different times at different shifts. This is a dinner shift they're having.
Okay. Not going to take it while they're eating it. Maybe.
Well,
she's going to walk by and try to swipe a piece.
You're welcome to it. You literally can just grab a plate and take whatever you want.
Twig's just gonna move through. She didn't want to arm wrestle any of these right now. She's just gonna walk through, grab a piece of food, and then she's gonna keep looking maybe down in the bowels of the ship.
Okay, roll one more investigation for the bowels of the ship.
Okay, 7. It's so dark.
You see that the cargo hold is pretty empty. Roll your insight.
Crit fail.
Yeah, you're just frustrated. There's nothing. So, Josh,
What am I gonna do for 2 weeks?
your first night or your first morning, what would you want to do?
I am doing more training with the unicorn. We're practicing like our attack moves together. I assume this thing is growing fast, right? How big is it now?
It grows when it levels, so you need to get it to level 2 and it'll grow.
How does it? It levels up with me, right?
No. To get it to level 2, I wrote it. It's in her character sheet. You need to have a non-combat interaction with your pet and use at least 2 of her skills and abilities. I think last time you used 1 of her abilities and did not have a non-combat. So you need to use 1 more of her abilities and do a non-combat thing with her.
Okay. So I guess practicing fighting is combat, or no?
Well, if you are, let's role play it, and if you're being fatherly, and it's more just having some quality time. So since you're not actually fighting and you're just getting to know your Lysandra, it would be fine.
Yeah. Can it talk?
Not yet.
Okay. So I'm teaching it words for the moves that we're doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you give an example of one of the combo attacks you want to teach her?
Okay, Lysandra, this is the kid in play. All right, we rotate clockwise around an enemy, both striking on opposite sides of it. So we're moving in a circle around a barrel that's hanging from a rope, and
Okay.
we're like hitting, you know what I mean? So imagine we're on opposite sides of it, rotating clockwise around it, both attacking like alternately. Like I'm hitting it towards her, she hits it towards me, back and forth.
Okay, roll your animal handling.
Natural 1.
Okay. While you're trying to teach Lysandra this, she just keeps going back on her hind legs and trying to paw at your chest like she wants to get petted.
Oh, well, in that case, I get out the brush, her special brush that I picked up before we left town, and I'm just brushing her mane and her tail.
Aww.
Then go ahead and roll another animal handling with advantage.
Hey, I got a natural 20.
All right, now roll her attack with advantage and your attack.
She does a door, and I'm going to do just a long sword.
All right, she gets the timing right. She doesn't, pierce the barrel, but she does manage to smack it when you smack it.
Perfect.
She looks excited.
This is a training barrel. Can you say barrel? Barrel. Can you say fucking monsters? You're getting there. You're doing so good. And I pet her some more with a brush.
Okay. Stephanie, did you want to do anything with your pet on this trip?
Yes, I do.
You had a non-combat interaction last time, but you didn't use any of his abilities.
Correct. So since it is pretty much empty in the cargo hold, I'm actually gonna set him down and let him walk around. And then is there actually I want to look and see if there's anything down there that I can use. Like even if it's like I don't even care, like the top of a barrel or you know what I mean? It could be something, anything he can grab onto, just a thing.
Yeah, there's some empty barrels.
Cool. All right. So I set Grimoire down. Here you go, cutie patootie. Go to bed.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. You want a drink? Get a water. Yes, it has to be water. You already brushed your teeth. Go. You know what to do. Grab a little one.
Speaking of which, I have tea here. Hold on, I gotta throw in my tea bag. No, I got a spot. I'm done.
All right, what do you say? I gotta all right, go.
Good night, bud.
He's already gone.
Aw.
So cute. Oh my god. He's got little Star Wars bathrobe on. Comes out here all like plushy, like a little mister. It's great. Okay. All right. Come here. Let's see what you can do. And then does he have like a little wind up thing? Is there a button I could push, or do I just tell him to do stuff? I don't even know that Twig knows all of his abilities. Like, I feel like she just wants to see what he's capable of.
Yeah, you can ask him, like, Show me what you got.
All right, so Twig first shows him a trick. Like she spins a knife around on her finger. I'll do a little sleight of hand if that's okay. 16. All right, now you show me. What you got? He's got Thorn Whip and Entangle, both mini.
He also has another ability. Roll a 1d3, and since you're leaving it up to him, which one he does.
3.
Grimoire claps his hands together and closes his eyes and looks like he's concentrating really hard. And
Oh, you got a poop?
Stephanie, roll your strength save.
Ooh, see?
Yeah.
24.
Vines, little metal filigree vines start growing out of the boat's floor and start trying to wrap themselves around your ankles, but you break free of them. And then Grimroot looks like he just did a thing. Like he's like,
Grimoire, Tinkerroot.
Sorry.
He's fancier than Grimroot.
Okay.
Jesus, Jello, get it together, man.
Yeah, come on. Ooh, buddy, that's fancy. I was liking that. Can you grab anything? Yeah, let's see. And then she goes ahead and like flicks one of her knives at the barrel.
Roll your animal handling.
He wants to see if he understands like attacking something. 18 for animal handling.
Okay, roll a 1d2.
1.
Grimoire pulls his hand back like he's gonna throw a baseball, and then when he flicks his hand forward, his arm just starts growing outwards, and he grabs onto the knife that you threw.
Hey, look at you, little cutie pie. Oh, that's fancy. Oh, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have a feast. We're gonna go to market. We're gonna grab stuff. It's gonna be the best. Now give me that back. That's sharp.
Yeah, he didn't roll good enough to pull the knife out. He just stretched his arm out and grabbed it.
All right, I take it from him. I pat his head.
Okay. Josh, Stephanie, you should change Grimroot's character sheet to say he is level 2 now.
Boom. I actually typed in 23. Can I keep it?
Nope.
Yeah, right.
All right.
And Josh, if you want to level Lysandra up, have her. You haven't asked to see what her other ability is. You've just.
I was gonna have her heal somebody, but I was hoping that like with my bad combat roll or something that I would get injured and she could fix me.
She doesn't have a heal ability yet.
Wow, she doesn't get it yet.
You should look at her bio and info page. It says.
Oh, she does prestidigitation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's what I would do. I show her how I can do Igni. I can do a firebolt. I do that to light a candle.
Okay.
See? And I was like, no, you do it. Put the candle out and light it.
She blows out the candle with her breath, and then she tips her horn at the candle and makes several more candles appear, all lit.
I clap and hug her, and then I feed her a heart that I had in my pocket.
Where you keep your hearts.
I've got a bag full of hearts that I feed her.
All right. She is now level 2, and you guys can go to bed.
Let's see here. What does she roll?
Her level 2 ability is once per long rest.
She can heal, yeah.
You can heal.
Very nice.
It's once per long rest plus her level, so 3. She can do it 3 times a day.
Nice. And I was trying to figure out what her hit die is a D4.
For healing?
For her HP.
Oh, that's a good question.
Because her class is wizard, so wizard class I think is a D8.
I mean, that class I don't think I had chosen wizard. I hadn't really like.
Well, it's just so she can do spells.
Right. Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, there was actually a unicorn sheet that I was using. So hold on, let me find it. It is a 1d10 for a unicorn. And Stephanie, yours is a made-up creature. Hold on, let me look. I don't think you did its hit points the first time.
Nope.
Because it was at level 0 and now it's at level 2. So I think you had a 1d8. It's 1d8 plus your constitution modifier. That's why you're at 9. So you should roll 2d8 plus 2 to catch up his hit points.
9 again, so he's at 18.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it should be.
That's like way higher than Tilda was at that level.
Except I wouldn't do a 1. I would re-roll one of those 1d8s. I don't ever make you guys take 1s on hit point rolls.
Right.
Oh, I rolled a 19 that time. Oh, wait, that's a plus 8.
Just
Hang on.
that one. Just one.
8 plus 2, correct?
No, just re-roll 1d8. That's it.
That's 4.
Okay, so you rolled a 12. So 9 plus 12 is 21. That's what his hit point should be.
All right, that's what they are. Thank you.
All right, it's the next day. You
We
guys,
did it.
you guys have a nice breakfast.
Is it brunch or breakfast? Be clear.
On this ship that you guys have not amped up in any way, it is breakfast. You guys want to start making some upgrades, there can be a brunch bar. This is a pirate ship,
Pirates should have breakfast all day, every day.
and they can. You guys are mostly in charge unless Quarter vetoes it, but you guys got to actually make those changes. This is later in the day. Both of you guys are on deck, but you're on opposite ends of the ship, so who wants to be at the front?
Do you want stuff?
Sure.
All right, Steph, roll a 1d100, and Josh, you can do the same.
89.
33.
Steph, roll a 1d3.
2.
Steph, you see two off in the distance. You see two. They're about 20 feet apart, but there's these two what look like round balls on stalks, and they are kind of just waving in the ocean breeze, and they are heading towards you pretty quickly. Roll your perception.
17.
This thing is moving fast, and you can't really see through the water what it is until it gets real close. And almost just as quickly as you can tell that there is a massive crab swimming underneath you that's almost as big as the boat, it's already gone underneath the boat and just keeps swimming on. Oh, Jesus. I did not need to do that. So you saw this thing's eye stalks. Josh, what did you roll?
33.
Roll a 1d3.
That's a 1.
Quarter's gonna be really upset when he comes back and his ship is sunk.
We did it.
Roll your perception.
17.
You're just relaxing with Lysandra on a hammock, I'm assuming.
Of course, I've taught her how to lay in hammocks.
You notice, like, there's a shadow comes over you, almost as if a giant had stood over you, and the wind starts picking up, and you realize just this dark, massive cloud has appeared, and the wind starts getting really violent and whipping at you. You hear the crewmen all, like, preparing for a huge storm and telling everyone that doesn't need to be there to go downstairs. It's just a sudden squall that hits the boat. It sends you guys, like, the boat is moving fast right now. Luckily, still in the same direction you want to go. Do you guys stay upstairs or go downstairs?
Because it's a storm? That's why we would go downstairs?
Well, yeah, and the crew's, like, you know, yelling to run for safety if you're not going to be up there helping.
Yeah, sure. I'll head down.
Steph, are you going down when this storm hits?
Actually, I'm gonna see Grimmy's in my he's in my, like, DDB one on my back, so he's already tucked back there. But I'll see if I can't help lift or move some stuff or bring down the sail, like whatever it is I got to do. Just you know, be some hands and muscle.
Roll your survival.
Okay, 13.
Okay. Now, both of you roll your dex save, but Stephanie with disadvantage and Josh with advantage.
18 with disadvantage.
22.
All right. Suddenly, in this, like, storm where you guys can't see anything, the whole ship comes to a sudden shaking, crashing halt. Stephanie, you managed to grab onto the side rail instead of flying over, and Josh, you managed to keep yourself balanced as several other crew members just go flying into walls and barrels and things that had not been battened down yet downstairs. The squall leaves almost as quickly as it appeared, and you guys find yourself in a narrow, I don't know what you'd call it, almost an inlet between two rocky, barren islands.
Okay.
And it appears to be a ship graveyard.
I see.
The crew has already jumped out once the storm passes and they're assessing the damage, you can hear them yelling to the first mate that it seems like there's no real hull damage. They just gotta get it off the rocks. They're all stressed out and yelling about it. A lot of the crew are making symbols to their gods on their chests when they look at all these other sunken, destroyed ships around you.
Okay.
I turn to Lysandra and I say, "Now see, sweetheart, this is what we call a call to adventure. And these people making their symbols are cowards. Can you say coward?" "That's right, sweetheart. Now then, with any luck, we'll get to kill some shit. Keep your head on a swivel."
Oh my god, you're the best unicorn dad on the planet.
I want to start scanning with my Witcher senses. I'm looking for what has sunk in all these ships.
They're, as far as you can tell, roll your insight, I guess.
It's a 19, buddy.
You're not sensing any magic from the deck of your ship, so as far as you can tell, this must just be a meteorological phenomenon where that cross breeze is just there and it's just sent so many ships to their doom if they didn't know where they were going.
All right. Well, it seems like it's time to put out the oars and start paddling backwards.
Well, half the ship is up on some rocks, so the crew is trying to jam wood underneath and like kind of, I'm assuming like they're trying to push it and use it like a lever, like they're trying to get the ship backwards and off the rocks and back fully submerged in the water.
I go down into the hold and start shifting cargo backwards, like basically to make the side that's on rocks lighter and the side that's in water heavier.
Okay.
It's a thing you would do.
Do you take Twig with you?
Oh yeah, Twig. We've got some heavy shit to move. Come on. Do I see the captain? What's his name?
Do you mean Krong?
Yeah.
Yeah. Krong's up on deck going, "What did you do to my ship?"
What did we do?
Well, he's saying that to the.
Oh, okay.
He's saying that to his crew.
Cap, it was weather, but we're gonna go down below deck and start shifting the materials around in the hold to make the rock side lighter and the water side heavier.
Yay!
Yes, that sounds like something we should do.
Yeah, send me some guys. Also, you should probably put 2 boats out. So here's what you do, Cap. I know you know this, of course, because you're a fucking genius captain. But put your anchor into one of your rowboats. Have that guy go a long way away from here, drop it in the water, and then everybody jump on the capstan, start turning it, pull us off this rock.
That's what I was just about to say, good fellow.
I knew you were.
Ensign, you heard the man, the Witcher. Do
the thing we always do.
Do as I say.
That's right. But that is straight up what you would do if you wanted to free yourself.
Okay. They send out a bunch of guys to go help with that. He doesn't have anyone to spare to go down the deck, down the base with you.
That's okay. We'll keep doing our thing.
Okay.
Hey! I'm good at lifting stuff.
You're right, Twig. Now is the time.
I can lift stuff like I can take it and put it in my pockets, and I can lift stuff like big stuff.
Twig, honey, you are on point. Let's do that. Let's lift the stuff.
Did you guys see this Muppet picture I put up?
Yes, I put a LOL in the Roll20.
Except this happens to be a thing that I really actually know how to do.
It's great.
Right? Take that, TM.
Part of me was kind of hoping Quarter would get back to you guys are marooned on an island with no idea how to get off.
I mean, we can still do that.
No, no, that would just be for laughs. No.
Right.
Josh, roll your perception and your insight when you get downstairs.
Twig.
Okay.
That is a 9 in perception, but a 25 in insight.
You see a whole bunch of boxes, barrels, crates. The heaviest things would be they have some like heavy ballistas, like they shoot some big bows and things off the top of the ship.
Okay.
So that's the heaviest stuff you can find. Your insight check was to realize that all these boxes are pretty brand new, and that they must have just, because they're pirates, this is where they hold all their booty. Like this, they were like they gotta fill this up. So a lot of this is empty.
Okay. So Twig, take it easy. Don't smash up all this broken shit. But we're gonna move it all to the back of the boat.
All right, both of you guys just roll 3 athletic check.
28, 24, 11.
Well, I'm gonna give you advantage because these boxes are empty.
28,
9,
24, 28.
13, 17, 22.
Woo! This is the easiest lifting job I've done in a while. We didn't even have to case the joint.
You know what? After this Twig, we should go jump in a boat, tie a rope to this boat, and see if we can't row and pull it off. Help it pull. Or better yet, Twig, since you're so strong, you should go up and get on the capstan. Start turning that.
Okay.
Whatever you say, sugar butt.
After about an hour of work, you guys managed to shift everything back to the back of the boat. You can hear everyone upstairs. It's from the sounds of it. It sounds like they're getting ready to start turning the capstan.
And then she goes, hey, check this out, Witchy. Sugar butt, come here. And then she points to her forehead. I made a bead of sweat. Just one.
Solid. Well, go work on that capstan. That is literally the hardest thing to do on the boat. So.
All right, I'm on it. Maybe I'll make 2 beads of sweat.
This is definitely a thing for the strong person.
Woo! Can I ride it like a bull when I'm done?
Josh, what are you gonna do while
He's gonna go row.
Yeah, I was either gonna join a crew that's rowing. You would also put out like a couple launches and have literally have ropes tied to the boat and to those things, and have your crew rowing to try and pull.
All right, you grab 2 guys and tell them that because no one had meant since you didn't tell your captain, he didn't know to do that. So when you get upstairs, you see that there's only the one boat out there.
Yeah. All right, you jokers, hop in a boat. I need somebody else to come with me and get in this boat, and we're gonna try and help pull.
Is Greenie still there, or did he die?
What's Greenie?
You guys killed him.
Oh, fuck. Okay, never mind. Not Greenie.
Greenie was one of the people that got turned into a vampire.
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
So, both of you roll your perception.
20.
19.
All right. You and quite a few people, both of you and quite a few people on deck feel the hair on your back of your neck just go up, and there is a monstrous roar that's echoing throughout this ship graveyard.
Ooh, I feel prickly.
I'm sure this is going to be terrible, but let's do it.
Do what? Are you guys going to keep on with the escape? Because the crew seems... let me see how the crew is taking this.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta get the...
Oh, yeah, the crew is keeping their shit together, but at the same time, they are only focused, they are, laser beam focused on getting the fuck out of here, and they do not want to know where that sound came from.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I got muscles. Yes, I do.
Yeah, I feel like we need to get the F out of here.
All right, Josh, roll your athletics 3 times, and Stephanie, roll your straight strength 3 times.
All right, here we
No
go.
advantage or disadvantage this time.
15, 12,
That's
20.
okay. Josh is crushing it. 19, 15, 12.
Josh, one of the new guys on the crew accidentally dropped the ore in the water.
Dumbass.
Trying to decide if I'm gonna make him go get it or not. But probably not, because he'll probably die if he gets in there.
Was that your final answer?
What's that? Yeah, I'm not gonna tell him to get in the water. I'm just gonna. Is he in the boat with me?
Yeah. So there's 3 guys in the boat with you, and you only have 1 ore now.
I thought just one guy dropped an ore.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, I guess I was imagining that there was only 2 ores, but yeah, I guess it could be that it was a 4 ore.
Yeah, right.
Deal. So yeah, you guys are.
All right. So here's what I do. I hop over to the side that only has 1 ore, send the other guy to the other side, and I just row twice as hard to make up for it, so we don't go in circles.
Okay.
I am going to drink a Witcher potion.
Oh, Josh, by the way, I found a whole bunch of more. What just happened? I found a whole bunch more Witcher, D&D, supplemental stuff to look at, including how the potions work.
Yeah, I'm not going to read that much of it, pal.
Well, I just want to give you the link in case you.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it,
I read it. I saw a bunch of it and was like, I don't feel like tracking all this shit.
Well,
You know what I mean? 'Cause
certain
it's
stuff
like-
might come up instead of just magically saying, "Oh, I've got this potion ready," we should at least have a price for it or something.
Right.
What price does it
reading
taste
it
like
for-
shit?
Well, fortunately, I stole a bunch of Witcher stuff off of my buddy.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm not being a stickler about
Yeah,
it now.
Pikachu. Pikachu had a bunch of stuff for him.
Yeah, really, I just want to row super hard to keep pulling.
Stephanie, this is not all of them, but this is, I don't know where the rest are. I got to find them later, but that's some of the other really cool warlock subclasses I was talking about.
I should put that evil on Twig. She's playing right now.
I just wanted to do it while I remembered.
Mm-hmm. I see what you're doing.
She's not even playing other people. She's just doing her own character.
Well, before you got on, Josh, she was saying that she wanted somehow for her next
Backup.
healer to be a warlock, which I don't think I understand because they don't generally heal.
Right.
Really? They're the third most healing class. First there's cleric, and then there's bard, and then there's warlock.
I could totally be wrong, but I mean, based off what I've read and Quarter's warlock character, they don't have a single like.
Yeah, I don't think they heal.
Yeah, I mean,
I sent you the celestial warlock, and he's a really good healer. But
I gotta look at that. But yeah, so that might be just that one specific type because mostly.
yeah, I know. I was researching him earlier for like an hour. I know what I'm talking about.
There it is.
Okay, is it homebrewed or is it an actual?
I sent you the link the same way you send us links.
The link you send me does not tell me if it's official or not.
Oh, there was another one I found. I was looking at like a bunch of different ones. I might have sent you the wrong one, but just look it up.
Oh yeah, I'll just do your job for you.
Pretty much, because you know what? It's a backup that I do not want to have to use.
I'm just gonna kill Twig now since you told me to do it for you.
Dr. Squirrely McDragonface is not born yet.
But no, it's cleric, druid, bard, paladin, or cleric, druid, paladin, bard. I think for healing,
Unless you're a celestial warlock.
unless you're a made-up kind of warlock. Anyways,
I mean, I am playing a what you call it, Witcher.
no, it's totally. I just have to read it extra hard if it's homebrewed because some of them just don't work once you actually start doing them. I was looking for something specific. All right, so definitely my whole roll 20 reloaded. So you rolled a 19, a 15, and a 12, right?
Yep.
All right, you notice at first that all the guys are having trouble moving this thing, and it doesn't even start moving till you put your shoulder into it. Once it starts getting some momentum, everybody else is able to help chip in and keep it going. I would say that this gets harder and harder for you. It's really endurance racking. So you are definitely sweating as it reaches the halfway mark. Both of you guys roll your perception.
22.
That's
Great.
an 8.
Twig, you hear that roar again, but it sounds much closer and yet somehow more muffled. And you notice just ripples going across the water. Josh, you are paddling as hard as you can, but you look over and that other paddle is missing. The one that had just been floating away.
Did you guys see what happened to that paddle?
Let's see if they did. Nope. Sorry, sir. We were busy rowing.
What about you, the guy who dropped his paddle? What were you doing?
I was navigating.
Busy failing.
Which way are we going?
That away.
All right, you nailed it.
Sorry,
I even questioned you.
Oh, he just tries to sound useful. He goes, "Don't worry, I'll keep an eye out."
Ooh, boy, I am sweating my own sweat. I am sweatier than a dog in May.
All right, both of you guys do your rolls again. Stephanie is straight strength, and Josh, your athletics.
Shit. 10, 21, 9.
If I get advantage, I'd get a couple of nat 20s.
Unfortunately, you're getting more and more tired.
Which is why I rolled an 11, a 1, and a 12.
Luckily, Josh, your boat is more just some extra support, not like a crucial factor. It's just helping guide it out and giving some extra push. Unfortunately, both of you guys roll your perceptions again.
16.
11.
Josh, your critical failure was because all of a sudden your oar on your side got yanked right out of your hands and just disappeared under the water.
The guys did?
Yours did.
My oar got yanked out of my hand?
Yep.
I want to know by what. I look over the side.
Okay, roll your investigation. Darn it.
19.
Josh, you see two shark fins. One of them looks like it's had a chunk bitten out of it as it disappears under the boat.
Going which way?
From your side of the boat to the other side of the boat.
If I stuck my sword in the water, do you think I could hit it?
If you jump to the other side of the boat.
Yeah, that's my whole goal.
Okay.
I'm going to say, what now, filth? And go swinging the old steel longsword. I do it one-handed because I'm using my other hand to hold on to the side of the boat so I don't fall out.
Josh, objectively, would this risk tipping the boat since the other two guys are paddling on the other side and you are not paddling and you just jump to their side?
I mean, I don't think that much. I'm pretty slick.
Okay. I'm totally fine with that. I just wasn't sure.
I mean, it should be a pretty wide, low boat.
Okay. You give me 1 second. Where did it go? It's in my Ron folder. I gotta check its AC. What in the fuck was that? You missed.
Okay.
Do you guys see the cartoon I put up?
Yeah.
Stephanie, are you there? If you're talking, we can't hear you. She had this problem before you got on, too. All right, I'm going to pee real quick while she figures that out.
All right, I'm back. Sorry.
Chilla just left because he thought your Skype was disconnected.
Oh, no, I said hold on, but...
It's okay. It's not a big deal.
I thought I heard him back a second ago, but...
Did you like this cartoon I put up?
Yes, it's very cute. Daggerfish.
Yeah, Josh's woodworking station looks pretty cool.
Right? I'm so jealous.
It makes me want to learn woodworking.
I so want to learn that, actually.
When I went in his shop in New Jersey, I really wanted to learn more.
Oh, I loved when we were in there. But his new one now looks so badass.
Yeah. It also looks like you could, like, do a video shoot in there. Like, you could... It's got enough space you could really shoot tutorials or other things.
He could be the new Bob Vila.
So I'm trying to think if I'm going to force you guys to fight this thing, or if you get your asses out of there fast enough, you'll just wave at it goodbye. Because you guys are having just enough critical fails that it might happen. What do you think, Steph? Are you there?
Yeah, I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yeah, but if you don't talk, then I get worried that the...
No, it's fine. I'm thinking. I mean, I don't want us to destroy the ship, but the same, because nobody else is here. But at the same time, like, I don't know.
I don't think this thing is capable of destroying your ship. I think it's just capable of murdering the people on it.
Okay.
I'm back.
Hey.
Hello, and welcome.
Oh.
To totally not the railroad game.
All right. Well, Twig's busy being strong and listening to the monster sounds.
Twig, okay. For your last perception roll, I would say there was no sounds at all for you to pick up on, and from the front of the boat, you didn't really see anything. But you do notice that there are no seagull sounds. Even the waves crashing on the rocks seem to have gotten lower. Like, it's weirdly deadly quiet.
Well, all right. Let's keep going. We still got to get a move on.
All right. The anchor is 2/3 of the way there. You guys just got to do one more round of your strength and athletics checks to pull the boat free.
7, 15, 18.
Josh, for yours, I can either say that you were rolling for the two guys with the oars, or did you take one of the oars and jump back to your side and
Jump back to my side and started rowing.
Okay.
21, not 1, 17.
Josh, roll your strength save.
All right.
Ooh, that is hot tea.
That's a 7.
Who knew that a 1d20 plus 5 could equal you on your strength?
Wow.
Josh, you are rowing your little heart out, and just as you hear cheers up on deck, because the boat slipped back into the water, something tries to yank your oar out of your hand again. And first it's just like a little tug, like a nibble, but suddenly it's like really violent, but you manage to hold on to it.
Okay.
Can I take a swing at it with my sword?
Yeah.
It's an 11 or a 25 with advantage.
I'm trying to think. I don't think there's an advantage to this.
He's got the high ground.
I get it. It's okay. It's okay.
Well, I was thinking that I would give him advantage, but also he's fighting something underwater he can't really see, so it kind of like evens it out. But you know what? I would give you advantage if it wasn't a crit. Like, I'll just say that you hit. Like, I'll just give you plus to your 11 and that you did manage to hit it because it's not moving. You know where it is.
Right. I was kind of holding the oar with it, and then I stabbed down. All right, and then I say to the guys, because I have one oar and then one guy on the other side has another one. I was like, let's paddle back to the boat now.
Hold on. Let me roll. Both of you guys roll your initiative.
I gotta find my twig.
It did not let go of the oar when you stabbed it. You heard that same crazy, like the roar that you heard before. It's definitely coming from whatever you stabbed. You can roll your perception again to see if you can see it more clearly as the water starts filling with blood.
Yep.
Maybe he's sick and wanted a tongue depressor.
Nat 20, my G.
Well, it is. Let me roll his initiative real quick.
It's a he.
I didn't check under his skirt, but I'm fine with saying it's a he. Oh, he's going last. Give me 1 second to show you the picture. I had it right on my desktop to show you. Why'd you guys hide it?
Until we roll.
Oh, there it is. Bum, ba-da-bum. It's loading. It's an undead shark and bear.
What? Are those the arms?
Yeah.
I don't see anything. Oh, now I see it. Ruh-roh.
Josh, you feel your sword rising out of the water. At first, you just see 2 fins. Then you see half of a bear's skull and its dead eyes just glaring at you as it starts rising out of the water.
Fuck yeah, this is a silver great axe moment. Tell me when I can swing.
It just wants a hug.
Yeah, that is the thing. You used your steel sword before. It doesn't even seem hurt. So roll. Yeah, it's your turn. You're first.
Okay, here we go. 2-handed great axe. It's a 10 or a 24 with advantage.
I would give you advantage for this because it rose out of the water.
Awesome.
Also, I would give you... What is your strength modifier?
Ooh, 2.
So I would give you 2 more strength for your damage because you took that strength potion.
Yeah, and I'm swinging like straight, like overhand swing, chopping right down on it.
Okay.
And can I say something?
Absolutely.
I yell out, Lysanthra, blast it!
Just because it seems like you haven't read all the pet stuff I wrote, I'm going to remind you, you can totally do that, but she uses up your reaction.
Okay.
Like, anytime you use your pet, they take your reaction turn.
Yeah, I was just going to have her use her prismatic spray, because she can do that once a day.
I think it's a great idea. So he... Wow, so that's minus 20 hit points. Oh, Great. You did a great. You just cleaved right into. You took one of his ears off and went right into his shoulder. Both of the bear and both shark arms scream at you. The other guys on the boat have all ran over to the opposite side of the boat and are just terrified and screaming.
You guys are great pirates.
It's just a bunch of noobs.
Bear.
It's a shark bear.
Don't you see this kind of shit all the time? Zombie shark bears? Is this not like regular shit for y'all?
Absolutely not. Let me see. Lysantra's prismatic spray. Okay, so cast the prismatic spray, I guess, and then
We pick which two.
well, I'm gonna make you roll for it because it's random.
It's weird. I'll roll one more because they both came up 2s. So one beam is a 2 and one beam is an 8. And let me cast a little prismatic for you. Boom.
Shakalaka.
2 is orange. It does acid damage. And 6 is indigo. Target is restrained. It has to make a Constitution saving throw at the end of each turn.
Okay.
And if it fails 3 times, it permanently turns to stone.
Oh wow! Roll your poison damage, however that would be. And what is Lysantra's what is the number for her save? I'm gonna look.
I gotcha.
It's
a
a
10.
Okay.
Let's see here. Acid damage, 10d6 acid damage. So it's a 27 in acid damage, but it can roll against that and just take half of it.
Oh, what does it roll against the acid?
Well, it's got to beat DC 10.
Of what skill though? It just says failed save as far as I can tell.
Yeah. Dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
So he's got to do a dex on it.
Dex on it.
Yeah.
It did not save from that.
And so now it's got to do another dex save to see if it's constrained.
I thought it was Constitution to see if it's constrained.
Yeah, you're right. Constitution.
Okay. So that is a 1d20 plus 4.
Jesus.
Yep. It's saved against your hold, but I was thinking that would have been an awesome way to beat this thing if it just
right.
down.
It does that at the end of its turn.
Well, it does it initially, and then it does it at the end of its turn for the next.
Oh, I gotcha. That's right. So now it doesn't have to worry about it because it beat it the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. It's roll your perception, Josh.
This is such a high level spell. Like I just got it for Resbala.
I'm hoping that the fact that you only do 2/8 of it still evens it out.
Yeah.
Where the acid hits it, it seems to actually regrow its fur and flesh.
Ew.
So the acid heals it for 27?
Yeah. The undead get healed by this.
Gross.
So it took 27 points of healing?
Yep.
All right.
So, question.
Where in 5e does it say acid heals the undead?
That might be a homebrewed rule, but it's
It definitely feels like you just brewed it up, homie.
No, I didn't just make a lot of fantasy games. It's kind of like our gelatinous cube rules. Like it's in a lot of games. It might not be D&D, but I think it's more fun that way.
Okay. Well, since the one thing that Lysandra can do a day completely healed this thing, sure, that's fun.
That's you learn.
Super fun.
It's random. Also,
you just randomly decided it heals this thing because it got hit with acid, but sure. Let's keep moving. I'm not going to argue with you about it.
No, I just promise you it's not random. This is what before you ever decided to do this, that's how I've been playing a lot of games.
With who?
Like, a lot of video games do that. Like, Poison heals undead.
All right, let's see here. Googling. Poison heals undead 5e.
So, am I the only one who noticed that the protrusion out of the bear's crotchal region is disturbing?
Yes, you're the only one that cares about that. It's not the crotch, it's its stomach.
It looks like a gross worm.
It's the stomach.
It's definitely a bear wiener.
It's an undead bear wiener. Gross.
Fortunately, the bear was healed more than the damage I did with my axe.
Oh, don't worry, Twig's coming.
How? I'm in the water, bud.
Roll your perception.
Me or him?
You.
Okay. 17.
You hear the 3 pirates on Ron's boat screaming like little girls. You hear one of them go, "Bear shark?" And you look over the side and you see the back. Its back is to you, and it's got 2 monstrous shark arms, and you can see a hole in its back, where like its intestines are leaking out.
Would it be more like the kidney? Okay, it's fine.
You can see straight through. That hole goes all the way through.
Perfect. I am gonna sneak up on that sucker, and I'm gonna jump on him, and I'm gonna stab him with a fine silver knife that I stole from Pikachu. Not really stole. He gifted it to me in death, unknowingly.
Roll your athletics to get there, and your stealth, I guess, if you're trying to.
Yeah, I want my sneak attack bonus. So athletics 16 and stealth 19.
Josh, how far would your boat have been from the boat?
Like maybe 20 or 30 yards at most.
Okay.
Yeah, they had only one paddle.
When we were turning around, but we had not yet. But either way, it just wouldn't need to go very far.
And the bear's in between that, right?
Sorry, still busy Googling just acid heals zombies, not even 5e. I would like an example of a video game where it happens.
Divinity. Divinity is what I was playing a lot of.
Acid heals zombies, Divinity.
Undead might make it clearer. But anyways, I think it's a fun homebrewed rule, and it's not like you guys are really gonna struggle that hard.
Okay.
I'm coming.
Poison heals you.
Stephanie, what is your movement speed per turn?
Mega speed.
Movement speed?
30? Why is it 30? Isn't it supposed to be 35 because of my height?
I don't think your height changes it. It would have specifically said it on your
my
rating.
size.
I don't think like you're not allowed to make shit up. Like you
No,
can.
I know that, but I think because I'm considered, even though I'm considered medium height size class, my particular character is considered large, and so I feel
don't
like
think that size has to do with the speed.
really, because I
So
thought
you just look it up. No, like let's not debate it. Just look it up.
yeah, because I
either
feel like
way-
Porter is faster than
either
me, and so
way-
is the turtle.
Either way, it's not fast enough to get there on your first turn. So you're sneaking there still.
Snaky.
I'll be okay, pal.
All right. Funny thing to say right before the bear's turn.
Oh, a thing you should know about Witchers is that they're healed by zombie bears. Just claw and shark bite attacks.
I mean, that seems fair.
I mean, it's in this video game that I've been playing.
You guys never bitched about the jelly thing.
No, because
That was completely made up.
yeah, the lightning makes gelatinous cubes get bigger.
And yeah, that was completely made up
Okay.
to add more elements. Josh, you're still at full hit points, right? You haven't been hit at all.
I'm not going to tell you.
Well,
But
Or
yes,
the-
I am.
it's good that you are. So this, I'm gonna say it gets 1 less attack because it's using 1 shark arm to hold onto the boat, and it's
Mhm.
trying to hit you with the other one.
Okay.
And it rolls. I got to assume a 26 hits. You already used your action and your reaction.
Oh, that's what the thing does. Yeah, 26 hits. Go ahead.
Yeah, you used your reaction for your
That's fine.
pet to attack. Oh, Jesus! Max damage.
All right. You mean maximum healing because Witchers are healed by zombie bears with shark arms.
It reaches for you and it just bites into your arm. It doesn't grab onto you like it wasn't like a grapple attack. It just stabs you with its teeth, and you take 15 damage.
I thank it for all the healing.
It's your turn. Minus 15.
Another axe attack, obviously with advantage because, it's so close to me. And I've got all this good shark bite healing going on.
I would give you advantage because it really has itself at a disadvantage being half in the water, half out, and holding onto the boat. It really can't dodge right now.
Well, being super fucked up is kind of a witcher's natural state. So I say, "What now, filth?" And I swing at it with the silver axe again.
Okay, and remind me, didn't we say that the silver was going to do more damage if it was undead?
Yes, we did. Which is why I have the Pikachu sword.
Please relax.
Well, this is already rolling the 2d12, but I think that was
what I was trying to ask. I wasn't sure if you had already calculated it.
Yeah.
All right, so you say what the fuck, or I'm sorry, what did you say?
I say what Geralt says all the time, which is, "What now, filth?"
And you just slam your axe right back where you had heard it before and go, "That's where that belongs," and its ear falls off again.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's undead. I'm definitely trying to chop its head off.
Yeah. It's just so thick. You're like hacking your way through its neck. It's definitely roaring and in pain, and you can see where when you pull your axe out, the silver is like left burnt marks on its skin. Stephanie, you even see like singed fur, like there's like wisps of smoke coming up.
Ooh, it smells like barbecue.
Now I do cast Quinn Shield on myself.
Okay.
And increase my AC by 5.
Okie dokie. For how long does it last? Until the start of your next turn. Okay. Steph, it's your turn. Roll your stealth again, and you can make it this time and attack.
Oh, speaking of AC, I don't think we ever brought my AC points up from my armor.
I definitely did it.
Oh, you did it? Perfect. Okay. 20 stealth.
If it says 17, then I did it.
Okay.
Is it 17?
It is 20 stealth.
Okay.
Sneaky.
It does not seem to notice you at all as you for some reason I'm imagining you like breaststroking with the knife in your teeth as you're coming up to it.
Oh, heck yes.
Josh, do you want to roll to see if you see her coming?
Oh yeah, that's a 10.
You would not see her. All right.
Because I'm sneaky.
All right, Steph, do you have an attack button for this dagger yet?
No. I have better stabby stick, but I think that's not it.
So roll a 1d20 plus your proficiency, which should be 2, plus your strength modifier.
Strength modifier, you say? 16.
That's let me double check. I'm pretty sure that's a hit.
Yeah, I want to, if it's possible, I wanted to crawl up it and, stab it in the back of the spine and the back of its neck to, sever the...
That's a called shot. You'd have to roll again and take disadvantage.
Decisions. You know what? It's an adventure. Let's fucking do it.
Okie dokie.
You want me to re-roll the 1d20 plus 2 plus 5?
That's what you got to do.
24!
Okay, you did your called shot successfully.
That's for Pikachu! You son of a bitch, I know it's you all the whole time.
So what is your sneak attack damage again? What are you at? Come on, be helpful.
I know, hang on, I'm rolling down, I'm buying time. It is a extra 1d6.
You're looking at it wrong. It's an extra 2d6.
Oh, that's right, because per level.
So roll a 2d6 for damage.
7.
And then for the actual dagger damage, it would be... I was just looking at it. Where did it go? Because it's a silver dagger on an undead creature, it would be 2d4 plus your strength modifier.
So 7 plus 8. 15, motherfuckers.
Josh, how much did you do on your last attack? 24?
Something like that.
24 plus 15. Okay.
39. Math.
This thing roars at you, and you can, as you're digging your dagger in, you can feel its flesh burning all around the silver, and it's freaking out, and there's blood and old guts just coming out into the water. Okay, so this thing seems extra pissed off. Both of you guys roll your perceptions.
Okay. I was actually thinking about using my cunning action to disengage or run away, but it's fine.
Oh, no,
roll
no,
perception.
you totally have that opportunity. Sorry, I didn't mean to skip you. You could totally do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna just basically like plop back in the water and see if I can't stealth away.
Go for it. Roll your stealth again.
Cool. 37.
I'm gonna say you just dive straight down.
Jesus Christ! How do you have plus 17 to your stealth?
It's her new magic armor quarter botter.
Wow.
I'm gonna swim around to the backside of the boat where Josh is at.
Yeah.
Josh is not at the backside of the boat. That would be the other three guys.
Oh, well, okay, fine. I'm gonna go around to the part of the boat where he's at. Just stay in the water, though. I'm staying underwater.
All right, I feel like you're not understanding. Josh was on his side of the boat, directly engaged with the bear. You came in behind that bear. You're already on that side of the boat.
You're just on the opposite side of the bear from me.
Correct. So I just plopped in the water. I was just gonna swim like underneath the boat and jump onto the boat to be next to Josh, but never mind.
You can do that.
Well, right now, isn't there some kind of weird flanking advantage that rogues get?
Yeah, I guess we could
from
do
being
that.
on
All
the
right.
opposite side of the bear from me?
Yeah, I'm
I'm
just
trying
gonna
to
stay in the
remember.
water underneath him or behind him.
It's not just rogues, but if she stayed there, you would have advantage.
Okay.
Cool. Then I'm just gonna
Yeah,
hang out in the water
that.
behind his butt.
Okay, but underwater, so it doesn't see you.
Yep.
Okay.
That way he turns around. He's like, "Where the fuck should go?"
The bear lets go of the boat, and the boat rocks back and forth a little, and it turns around to swipe at Stephanie, but Stephanie's not. Well, let me see how it does on its perception. Nope, it does not see Stephanie.
Oh, I gotta roll my perception still. I'm sorry. 11. 22 with advantage.
You don't have advantage. You went underwater. You don't see
Okay.
Josh, you can see past the bear. That the last of the guys that were on the boat that had dropped the anchor are now lifting the boat up onto the ship, and the last of the guys is crawling on board. The sails have come down. It's starting to head towards you guys.
Nice.
This thing turns back to you, Josh, since it can't find Twig, and it swipes its shark arm at you. 14, which I don't think hits you now.
It wouldn't have hit me before, but it doesn't hit me now.
Okay. You manage to just do a quick Witcher shift of your head as the shark snaps right where your face used to be.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
All right, it's your turn, Josh.
Oh, fuck yeah.
America.
Well, nothing succeeds like success. I'm going to keep going with the silver great axe.
Yeah.
18 to hit.
That hits.
I hit him for 13.
All right, this thing, it seems angry and pissed, but it's huge, and you guys are just chipping away at it. Stephanie, it's your turn again.
Cool. Oh, wait, he got his advantage from the flanking, right?
Well, if you look at the numbers, his first number was...
Yeah, it was the
Fine,
big
yeah. Okay, cool. Just making sure. Yeah, then I'm going to go with it with that knife. I'm going to climb on right back up and try to saw at the back of the head again.
I like that you're, Josh is chopping the front section of the head, and you're chopping at the back section.
It would be really cool if our blades clashed and it made lightning explosion and the head flew off, but
That'd be kind of awesome.
Why don't you type your roll?
Huh?
Have to roll your attack, Stephanie. You don't just
I am. Hold on. 10,
roll again because you have advantage because you're flanking him.
14. Then I can roll my damage.
You hit him.
Okay, so it's a 2d6 and a 2d4 plus 5 after that.
Yep.
10 and 12, so 22.
Bear sharks, not looking good.
Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe.
You look like you guys have severed half of his head off, but it's still hanging on, and his shark heads are just getting angrier. Are you using your cunning action to disengage too?
Yep, I'm just gonna slop right back out. Get down.
Roll your stealth.
26.
Okay. Josh, I haven't been paying attention, but how many times can you cast your Witcher?
Quinn, I only get 8, but they're like level 1 spells. You know what I mean?
You get to cast 8 spells?
Yeah. That was off the Witcher sheet that I sent you.
That's crazy. I mean, that's more than a wizard gets
Right.
at your level.
But they only do, like, that's the only 2 that are on that are the Charm Person, and the Shield spell. Everything else that I have is just a cantrip.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, like, Witcher magic isn't very good. You know, he has, like, Firebolt, Vicious Mockery, and Eldritch Blast. And, like, that's it. You know what I mean? And then the Shield and the Charm Person.
Okay.
So, but the only 2 that cast on that 8 is the Shield and Charm Person.
Okie dokie. So, roll. By the way, the pirates this whole time have just been just as far back pressed into the other side of the boat as possible. So at least you're balanced.
Right. At least you're doing nothing, shitbirds.
I
I yell out to Lysandra. I say, "What do we call them, sweetheart?" That's right, cowards.
That's beautiful.
And she's in a combat thing with me.
Yep, Josh.
Qualification.
The Bears swipes his arm at you again and definitely doesn't hit. Oh, but he has advantage on you because of blood frenzy. He can smell your blood from your arm. Still doesn't hit.
Yeah.
Then he puts his both his shark arms on the boat and tilts it towards you and tries to bite you with his bare face.
Okay.
What does he need?
So I hold up my two-handed battle axe and cram it into his mouth, like the shaft of it, to hold him back. And that's how I blocked that last one.
Sure. And it's just burning him the whole time.
Yeah, I wonder, is like the shaft of it silver too, or just the head? Either way.
Well, I'll leave that up to you. I don't.
Yeah, why not? Make the whole goddamn thing silver with some leather wrapping that I hold on to. But either way, like that's my move to like stop that bite attack from his mouth.
I could be wrong, but I imagine you would just want the blades to be silver, and you'd want something even stronger to be.
That's what I would think. Is that you would want like the actual handle of it to be made out of something else, and just the blade is silver.
Do you have some of that silver dust left? Can't you just like throw it like that, like they do the powder in fights, like to blind them?
I think I'm going to stick with just the axe chopping. But yeah, I hear where you're coming from. You're not wrong, but this axe chopping thing is going okay.
No, I'm digging it. I like it.
But I like that you're being creative, whereas I'm just like, working through.
Oh, I have another. Okay, I have a couple other things that I can use. It's going to be fun.
All right, it is your turn, Josh. This thing is just trying to gnaw on your silver axe.
Speaking of, that's a 22 of silver great axe swinging.
It's a 24, but you did great.
Thank you, sir. I yank it out of his mouth and then go for like the full-on Louisville Slugger, big sweeping arc from right to left. I'm just trying to chop this thing's goddamn head off.
All right, you manage to cut his head off, and it just flops off, and you hear kind of a bear questioning sound that's like, and then it just sinks underwater. The shark arms are still alive or undead and gnawing and going crazy.
Oh shit! I mean, I would cut them off, but then they would be swimming around. At least now they're attached to a bear that's sinking.
Well, you can hit them in the head. You can brain them.
Okay. I guess I'll wait for my next turn to swing at them.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn then?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I can do.
Okay.
I could yell to Lysandra, "That's a beheading! Say beheading!"
Roll your animal handling.
You know it. That's a 10. Jesus, I suck at animal handling.
Oh, no, it was a 3 silver word, that's all.
I feel like, even though it makes no sense, in any game I DM, you guys should just take animal handling. Like, you're going to want... The first games, you guys wanted the pets. Now I'm just giving you pets.
I definitely wanted it. I just didn't think this would be a pet game, and so I just went like Witcher stuff. Like perception, survival, investigation. Yeah.
Great with his horse. Like, You know, it's still
It's
just
true. He is tight with Roach. Is there a way for me to like get the skill of animal handling from spending so much time with this animal?
There is probably a feat that you can. The way they do it in normal D&D is you have to spend quite a bit of time and find someone else that has the skill, and you can pay them gold to train you.
Right.
Or when you hit level 8, you could take it as a feat. And some classes at different levels, especially rogues, get to pick new skills.
There's got to be some sort
There's
of
a
master on the
homebrew
ship.
animal handler.
Ooh.
As a feat?
Yeah.
Or as a class?
It's a feat. You master the techniques needed to train and handle animals. You increase your wisdom. You gain proficiency in animal handling skill. If you already have it, you double your proficiency.
Wow.
Yeah, so you could take that at level 8 without even breaking any rules.
Right. Jesus, level 8.
Or you can pay a ton of gold and just get someone to train you.
Right.
I know.
I'm down for it.
Especially
I
if
wanna...
you guys are on these long ship voyages, it would be worth it to be like, oh, well, this took 2 weeks. Well, there's one guy on crew who's actually really good with maybe messenger birds or something. Like, I'm gonna try to learn from him.
Okay, yeah, I mean, that's why I was trying to bro down. Like, that was why my first move was to bro down with my horse. But yeah, if there's we'll talk about it when this fight's over. Or I guess it's getting close to over.
It's getting close.
But yeah, I have 50 gold. I'll pay a dude if I can learn animal handling on this boat ride, I will.
I gotta look it up, but I think it's more like 200 gold.
Right.
To learn.
I have to borrow that from Quarter, because I don't have that much.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Can I yell out to the boat?
Yeah.
Pirate Crom! Hey, Crom!
We're coming for you.
No! Hey, how much do I get for killing this fucking thing?
You get a ride.
What? I already had the ride, shitbird. How much do I get for killing this thing?
I guess we'll see you later. And he adjusts the path.
Oh my god.
I'll kill these three assholes in the boat with me if you don't come pick us up.
Oh my god. I love the expression shitbird. It's gonna be my next password for whatever it is I have to sign up for.
Speaking of which, I want to change the game from Sunday Fun Day because that was just stupid to Concerned Citizens. I think that sounds like a cool name.
Concerned Citizens Brigade.
That's pretty solid. But yeah, I'm bargaining with Crom. I just helped you out, man. What you got? I know you got money in there.
Roll your persuasion.
Charm person.
That's a 19, even with disadvantage.
Stephanie, how do you think Quarter would handle this? Because I'm having a hard time.
You know what? I'm willing to let us resolve this when Quarter's on.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you'll have to describe to him how heroic Stephanie and I were in killing this and saving his crew members.
Yeah, he's pretty loose with his purse strings, but also, like, I'm not sure how immune to charisma he is. He might be pretty immune to it since he's quite charismatic.
Well, I did have a bunch of helpful ideas to free his boat.
You totally did, and you saved the day. And now Twig is going to take this shit home.
Yeah, I'm going to let... you guys can just role-play that when we...
Yeah,
play
I'm fine with that.
Because I really am not 100% sure what he would say.
Yeah, at all. And I don't want to put words in his mouth, but I'm definitely happy to RP this with Quarter.
Okay, so...
Where did the bear head go? Question.
It sank right to where you're hiding?
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to have that trophy. Ooh. We might have to destroy its brain. Don't let it bite you. It's still a zombie head.
Stephanie, roll your perception.
20.
It is staring unblinking. It's not snapping at you. It seems to just be sinking down. It doesn't seem to have any life in it at all.
Perfect. I've got some rope and a hook. And I'm basically just going to, like, hook it by part of the head and just attach it by the rope to my belt while I pop up and try to cut the sharks.
Before you do that, roll Grimoire's Constitution save.
Fucking shit.
Nobody's going to remember that thing's name. It's always going to be Grimoire.
That's the name. I said it right for once.
You did?
Yeah, he said it right.
Nice.
Whatever that is. Hang on. He got a 12.
Okay. As you're swimming up, you feel something poking you, and you look down at Grimoire, and he's like holding his neck, like, I can't breathe.
All right, buddy. I stick him on my head, and then that way, when I pop up, he's the first thing to emerge.
He just goes. He's on his knees. Josh, you see Grimoire just like reaching his hands to the sky, like sweet air.
What kind of creature is Grimoire?
He's like a mix between Groot and Baby Yoda. He's a plant.
Okay, gotcha.
He's a plant creature, but he was in the steampunk Gears egg, so he's a plant creature made out of, but it's like delicate filigree silver that he's made out of.
And he's got glowing green lights inside. He looks very cool.
Yeah, sounds cool.
But he's also very super cute, so I can't kill him. Mostly.
Stephanie, roll your attack with advantage. When you pop out of the water, you can see that the 2 shark arms are still alive and going nuts.
26.
Oh, yeah. So are you stabbing the right shark or the left shark?
I am going to go for the one that has the chunk bit out of its fin, or whatever, its flipper, whatever the thing sticks out of its head.
Ron, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I thought you were going to yell to Stephanie about where to hit it.
I mean, you would hit it in the brain. Destroy its brain.
Yeah, through the head.
You got it. All right. Roll your damage.
2d4 plus 5. All right, so I've got an 11 and a 12.
All right. You stab your silver blade straight down in the top soft part of this thing's rotting skull, and it just twitches and lets go of the boat and slumps down.
Can I let Grimmy? I'll be like, hey, Grimmy, do that thing. I want him to do his little entangle thing, just even if it's already dead, just so he can like practice. And I'm just be like, you got this.
It's still another target that's still a danger. You can have him attack the actual target.
All right, I'm gonna have him try to stick his silver liquid metal weeds through the head of the other one, I guess.
The thorn whip?
No, the mini entangle.
The entangle isn't gonna work on a water surface.
Okay. Oh, whoops, hang on. You gave me a different button than that.
Yeah, that's not right. His attack should be 1d20 plus 2.
Yeah, you gave me a button on the spells, but the bio one, the core one, is the one that works. So hold on.
Yeah, that's wrong. Just roll a 1d20 plus 2.
Okay, yeah. Those are all the buttons you gave me.
You've had 2 weeks to fix it. I trust you to fix it this time for next week.
Sure. All right, 10.
Roll one more, because I'll give him advantage.
8. It's all right, little mechanic cutie. You got this.
He kind of flicks his arm out like a frat guy whipping his towel at somebody. So it makes a little snapping noise, but it doesn't hurt the shark.
You tried.
Okay. It's the shark's dying last attack.
Here we go.
Critical fail. The shark lets go of the boat and tries to lunge itself at you, Josh, but the weight of the bear and the other shark immediately drag it underwater, and it starts sinking forever to the depths of the ocean.
I want to take a swing at it. What's that thing called when they're moving away from you and you still get to hit them?
Attack of opportunity.
Yep. I am basically trying to imagine if I was to chop the axe between the upper and lower jaw to where I'm chopping down towards the gills.
You successfully did it, and it stops thrashing and gives out one last dying burp in your face that smells awful.
And I yell, "Fuck you, shark!"
All right, this thing's very heavy and is going to sink unless you guys do something about it. I don't know if you're trying to take the shark heads too.
No.
Well, I don't know if he knows I have the bear head because it's attached to my waist underwater.
Twig, did you get the head for the trophy?
Yeah, I pop up on I hand him Grimmy, and
Throw him up on my shoulder.
Yeah, and then I jump up on the boat, and then I haul it up.
Great.
And plop it so it's facing the crew, because I want to spook them a little bit.
Roll your intimidation, Stephanie. It just happened. Like, you weren't trying, but it just happened. 19
with advantage or 11?
Yeah, one guy pisses himself, and the other guy screams, "Is it dead? Is it really dead?"
I want to use my axe and just stab it right through the top of the thing's head to destroy the brain.
You easily do it.
Boom.
All right, let's take this sucker home.
I was following the Dawn of the Dead, sever the spinal cord, or damage the brain. So
Gotcha.
You guys got.
Yeah. Can Twig remove 2 of the fangs or the teeth to keep?
If you guys are fine with that, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, you
Oh
can
yeah,
do
I'm
whatever
taking
you
teeth
want.
out. I'm playing Abominable Snowman Dentist.
Okie dokie. As you guys are doing that, the shadow of the ship reaches you, and Kiva has 2 hands like lit up, like she's ready to cast a fireball, and Juju's like, you got him without me.
I brought you a present.
And Meliodas is like, that bear didn't even have teeth. Why should I have to pay for it? What is it gonna do? Gum you to death?
I mumble, got your mom without you. And then I say, Twig, show him all the teeth.
And I made a necklace for it. I actually got 2 necklaces.
How did you do this already? You just pulled it. Like,
I'm with Josh on this. You didn't have time to make a necklace yet.
But you will have time to make a necklace once you're not on a boat. Like, you don't have a drill with you.
All right, I'm showing him the teeth.
There we go. Thank you. I'm trying to make money here, Steph.
Oh no, we're gonna make the money.
I hooked the bear head up onto the deck. Wait, so is it Krong or Meliodas? Who's up there?
Yeah, I thought.
We've been saying Krong this whole time.
Okay,
Well,
because you just did a Meliodas joke.
Well, sorry. I think it's been Krong.
I'm fine with that.
It's Krong.
Yeah, I hooked the bear head up onto the up onto the deck, and I go, there you go, Krong. 1 zombie bear shark head.
You didn't get me the sharks. I guess I just have to pay you for the bear.
Well, we're gonna let him role play that. We don't know this.
Okay, you guys make it on deck. Everybody cheers for you. The other pirates on deck with the pirates that had been on the boat with you, Josh, they all give you big hugs and say thank you. They're like, oh, witchers aren't as terrible as we had heard. When we get back on shore, we'll buy you a drink.
I'm never paying for a drink with you 3 ever. for the rest of my if you hear I'm going to be in a town, you'd better pony up at the bar and put a line of credit down for me.
Whatever.
Cool,
Master Witcher.
There we go. That's more fucking like it. Now then, when you see Meliodas, tell him about how amazing I was.
Twig, what were you rolling survival for?
I'm trying to make necklaces, damn it.
If I would wait till I tell you when to roll things. It just doesn't work that way.
Okay. That's good because my roll sucked.
Yeah, I know. So just don't do it. If you'd had a critical success, I still would have said no one told you to do that.
All right.
You guys take a much needed break. Do you do anything else with your pets or on deck before you fall asleep?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna give a whole bunch of love to Lysandra for shooting acid and freeze at that thing. Okay. Brush her a whole bunch, tell her she's great.
I am gonna make you keep track of the pet hearts because I know you didn't have time to actually stop and.
No, I didn't feed her this time. Just brushing.
No, I know, but you ran out of all the things you've actually killed. Now, if you want to feed her hearts, you gotta.
Yeah, no, I gotta kill something else, but I didn't want to take the heart out of that bear because I thought it might be undead.
Yeah, no, it's probably safer that way.
I'm sure she likes chicken hearts.
I'm just saying, normally I don't make you keep track of that sort of thing, but with her ability, if you feed her a heart, she can do her prismatic spray again. So that's pretty powerful. So you got to actually.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So you got to those hearts are valuable, and you have to keep track of them, and they need to be pretty fresh. So it's not like I'm going to buy 50 hearts now and then just keep it going.
No, they've got to come from the unworthy or the evil. Like she wouldn't eat like a good person's heart and be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. They got to come from monsters or evil people, that kind of thing.
Cool.
So, roll your animal handling. Steph, was there anything you wanted to do before you guys pass out from your exhausting day?
I mean, I'm gonna stick him up in some whatever last sunlight there is, so that he gets a little bit of solar
That's a
food.
great idea. He loves it. He starts jumping up and down and pointing at um Ron's hammock like he really wants one.
All right, cool. I guess I try to make him a hammock with my hempen rope.
Steph, you had a really good opportunity to use his level 2 ability. I mean, you never got hit anyways, but that would have been cool in the fight.
Yes, no, it's fine. He will get to use it eventually. So, yes, I make him a tiny plant hammock. So it looks like, one of those little, rope plant baskets that people have?
Mm-hmm.
So, one of those.
Yeah, do you have a kit for that, or you want to just roll your survival if you don't have a kit?
I have Thieves' Tools and a Disguise Kit. I'm going to try to roll survival.
Yeah.
14.
You did a pretty good job.
Really applying myself.
There you are.
Okay,
Look, I'm crafty!
while you guys are relaxing, you can roll your survival to make your bear teeth necklace.
Well, I thought better of it, and I'd rather have, bear mittens that, are, bear claw gloves.
Yeah, like brass knuckles, but with bear teeth.
Yeah, bear teeth.
Okay, well that's gonna take more than what you can do.
Yeah. Here's what I want to do. I want to have Lysandra heal me.
Okay.
That's her heal.
Nice.
For 2 points.
Yeah, so I will find somebody on the boat to help me make these cute puppet fist things.
All right, Steph, Steph, you guys both used your pet in combat, and Steph, you used one ability, so you got to use 2 more abilities before your pet can level to 3. Josh, you did combat, and you did the horn prismatic spray, and you did healing, so you need to do 1 more ability to get to level 3.
What other ability does it have? It's got prestidigitation.
I mean, she can heal you again. You're not
okay. Full. Yeah, definitely not healed up. And I want to ask the captain. There we go. That was an 8. Good job. I'm patting her.
Roll your animal handling. I'd like you to do your animal handling with that, because then if it's a good one, you can have advantage.
Fucking A, 5.
No, it's okay. It's fine. You guys aren't in combat. She took her time and did it.
Well, and also I want to ask Captain Krong, hey, Krong, who do you got on here is good with animals? I'm trying to get in tight with my unicorn Lysandra because she's the best. She's the best. I'm scratching her behind her ears like she likes. But I want to get trained up.
Let's have that answer be next week, and
That's
I'll
fine.
actually have someone you can meet.
Yeah. Remember that on boats like this, that we're traveling for long distances, they would have livestock. They would have goats and chickens, and they wouldn't have a cow, But I mean, remember the boats that took the conquistadors over to South America had horses. You know what I mean? That they took all the way from Spain to fucking South America.
I'm totally fine with that. It's just, I just rather talk about it next week.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? It's just a weird thing. Wow, that's a cool picture.
Yeah, it was.
But yeah, just a weird thing about these kind of boats is that they would have livestock on them. But
yeah,
usually not
that was something I was assuming.
That picture was the Hawa docks.
Oh.
You guys came from.
That's where Frederico was.
Yeah.
Right.
But I was trying to show you guys the chef that survived from the original ship that's been working on.
Oh, with the tiny apron.
Yeah. Sexy.
He's been working on this boat the whole time. So he's actually in charge of the livestock and the food prep, which is not scary.
So if he has any really evil pigs that he hates and is angry with, he can take their hearts and give them to
I appreciate it, Steph, but it's not. No, they gotta be fucking monsters, dude, or bad guys. It's not what does an evil pig constitute? What pig is evil? Describe the behavior of an evil pig.
The ones that Hannibal Lecter uses.
Pigs. Stephanie thinks all pigs are evil.
I hate pigs. They terrify me.
Do you think that Hannibal Lecter specifically selected some pigs? He was nope, not evil enough, Clarice. Please bring me a really evil pig. This one's just bad tempered.
You know what? He really really thinks everything through, so I think he
Never
would have had that
calls his mother.
conversation.
He's like, this pig wouldn't eat your brains with fava beans.
All right, Josh, you need to look at Lysandra's character sheet, and when you click the top left, bio and info, and go to the bottom, you'll see at level 3 you get to choose whether she evolves her horse side or type 2 is supposed to say fae. So the unicorn part of her or the horse part of her, and there's 3 different choices for each type, and you only get to pick one. So that's what she gets at level 3 is one of those 6 things you choose.
Ooh.
I personally like the Nightmare Pyrocorn.
Yeah, I mean, I think she's gonna go crazy.
I also like the Tiger Corn, where she gets tiger stripes and gains claw attacks.
Right.
Her hooves transform into tiger paws instead.
Wait, so in theory, if I want to give Ron one of my bare mouth puppet knuckles, would you want one?
Of course.
Cool.
I mean, I am a bear school witcher.
Oh, that's perfect. Then that's great. That'll be your present for Twig if she ever figures out how to make them. If not, it's just going to be some really creepy like sock puppet with teeth stabbed through it. She's going to try.
Yeah, did you guys ever see? It's on HBO right now, actually. The Last Unicorn, the anime.
Yes.
As a kid, I remember it was like the first anime I ever saw, and I was like, "What is this kind of cartoon? It's crazy."
The Last Unicorn I thought was with Tom Cruise. What am I?
No.
You're thinking of Legend.
You're thinking of Legend.
Oh.
The Last Unicorn is animated, and it was Kira's first favorite movie when she was like 2, and it was so fucking creepy, and she made me watch it over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm. Like it's been on HBO since I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
But in it, there's like a flaming unicorn moment.
There is.
Steph.
I keep thinking about the harpy in there with the boobs.
That's because you're a pervert.
I know.
I love it.
Do you want to do 2 more things with Grimoire and level him to 3 so you can pick his first?
No, it was a flaming bull that was the enemy of the Last Unicorn.
That's right. Yeah, the bull's on fire and he's chasing them into the ocean.
Yeah.
Did you hear me, Steph?
I did, and I'm going to let him play with his berries.
And I am going to tell you two that I love you, and thank you for doing this, and I'm going to step out.
All right, hold on, Josh. There was one more thing I wanted you to see before you left.
Sure.
Just very quickly, I want both of you guys to roll 1d100s, and this is just for flavor. This is just something that happens.
65.
95.
You guys lose a week off your journey because Krong's not paying attention, and the navigator goes on a bender and gets drunk, and it takes a while for anyone to notice that you guys are completely off course.
Sounds good.
What was 95 or 96? What did you say?
I got a 95.
It sounds like us anyway.
Way off in the distance, in one of your days where nothing really happens, in the sunset, you can see a giant squid swimming away, but it doesn't approach the ship.
Okay.
Better be swimming away. We got a Witcher on board.
Both of you, it's not an event, it's just cosmetic. Roll your perceptions, both of you guys.
17.
All right, Twig, you see, it's kind of a misty morning, and suddenly you see like a teddy bear float by, and then you see some debris, and then you see what looks like an oar, and just as you're going through this fog, you realize that there must have been like a shipwreck or something had happened recently, because all this stuff is floating in the same area still. And then out in the fog, you notice there's a hooded figure like clutching desperately to a what looks like a large ornate door.
Oh man, she didn't share that door with that other guy, so we'll just leave her.
Solid.
How it should have happened. Is the door big enough for another person?
No, and the figure on this door seems quite large.
Hey look, Sugar Butt, Witchy Poo, come see this thing.
Cool.
You see this hooded figure. It's got a gray cloak on.
On the door?
The hooded figure has a gray cloak, and
Yep.
he's floating on the door. Yeah.
Hey, who are you?
There's no, like, you see the fingers twitching, like he heard you, but this guy might have been out for a couple days out in the sun. He seems pretty worn out.
Let's get whatever this thing is on board and absolutely peel its hood back in the sunlight.
Yes.
All right, you call man overboard, and a bunch of crew start to help. The pirates themselves also take a few skiffs out to try to look for any valuables they can find.
Yeah. That's what Twig's talking about.
When you guys manage to lug this super heavy creature on board and pull back its hood, this is who it is.
Crap, my roll 20 just crashed.
Fuck yes. Fuck yes.
It's an elephant man from the Elephant Isle.
Oh!
Super approved.
I still can't see him, but I'm excited.
Yeah. And I assume he didn't burst into flames when we peel back the hood.
That was my next question.
He tilts his head back and you can hear him just mumbling, water.
Of course, step one, I get out my water skin and dump some water in his mouth. Hi, I'm Ron of Loudwater. I am very happy to be saving your life today.
Can I give him one of Grimmy's berries?
Absolutely. That would really help him right now.
Cool. I pooped out 2 burnt berries earlier. I'm giving him one.
I thought he only gives you one a day, unless I'm remembering.
Oh, well then he takes the berry.
I could be remembering wrong. I don't have all of your pets, all of their abilities memorized.
My roll 20 still not. Oh my god, the picture's amazing.
That's awesome. Jello, I pull out a card from a different pocket that says, "My life was saved by Ron of Loudwater." And I hand it to him, and I'm like, "Please, feel free to cash this in anytime."
You're welcome.
It says up to 10 berries.
Oh, great. Cool. I'm glad you checked it.
So the creature can use its action to eat 1 berry, so I'll give him 1.
Go for it. You have to actually jam the berry in his mouth, and he kind of chokes on it.
Eat it! Look, we did it!
Okay. He goes, I owe you my life, and then he passes out.
I tuck the card into his pocket.
And that's where I wanted to leave it.
Perfect.
Cool.
This thing looks cool.
It looks amazing. Can I
Have you
take
guys
him?